2 at a time again.
I may stop on the way home again. That's the old man groan when you sit down on the floor.
Did they mention the teeth for you again? I don't know. They didn't point out any specific teeth.
She said it was one of the back ones.
I swear they didn't say that to me.
Oh, I know.
I did take her back to get her blood out of my sight, so maybe they looked in her mouth again and noticed that. They just pointed out one of the like front side ones that I filled up on it. It's on your shoe.
Oh, that's where it went. A pill pocket that I dropped and I couldn't find on the floor.
Gross.
Hey, Larry. Sorry, Lionel. Come here. Lionel's still kind of nervous sometimes. But he sat in my lap for quite a bit today.
Has a loud motor.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're gonna lick
I
your
dropped a
shoe
pill
where it
pocket
was.
on the floor earlier and I couldn't find it. And apparently I stepped on it when I turned around to look for it, and now they're all very interested in the bottom of my shoe.
It was covered in litter, so we had to throw it away.
But things have gone much smoother with the pills than the liquid stuff for Stella. I think Doc got a little jealous of Lionel today. Stumpy. Did you get jealous today, Doc? Lionel and Wilson have been getting on that blue chair that I've set up next to my desk, and Doc wanted up there at one point and he couldn't get up there. What are you eating and growling about, Hank?
Why do you still do that?
He was growling about something like he found something to eat. Might have been a little piece of that pill pocket that fell off when I tossed it over there. I guess Stella must be feeling a little better because she chased Lily twice today. There was not really any violence, just hissing and fluff tails, and scurried into the other room. Lily went and hid. Which I guess that's probably where she is now, hiding in there. I don't see her out here. Yeah, she's ready for all of this to be over with. I don't blame her. I think she's happy with Doc and Clara now. Tina emailed us some pictures of Lily and Doc playing in the spare room. I guess that would have been, what was it, like 6:30 in the morning, something like that.
Pay attention to the times, too. The gentle toy. The gentle stick.
Yeah. Lesson learned with Wilson yesterday. If he has a feather toy, don't try to get it away with your hand. Well, good job there, Wilson. He wasn't intentionally trying to bite my finger. He just was trying not to let go of the feathers. Lily smells something in the garbage can. Probably a pill pocket. I'm gonna have to take that garbage out too.
Eggshells in it also.
Oh, that probably needs to go with that. I think she found a lily. Everybody's got to go investigate for themselves.
She's in the desk in here.
Well, she came out to eat, so she wasn't that scarred.
See this one?
Yeah, that's seen better days. Still works though. You know it's Lionel when you hear his feet pounding on the floor. Oh, I can't see any of them now. The chair's turned the wrong way. Hank.
You do, Wilson.
Why do you want to bite the stick? The stick and the string, not the toy part of it. You don't even care about the toy anymore, you just want the stick. You guys, hey. They're trying to get in the garbage can as best they can. Lionel's almost there. Police are coming, you better watch out.
Gonna make them stop bothering it.
Taking it out. That's the only thing we can do.
What were you doing?
But Stella has definitely been a lot more active today than she had been. They weren't able to be out quite as much today because I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Was gone there for a little while, and then I had to go to our vet's office and pick up our dog's thyroid medicine and some antibiotics. Hey, Connie. you ever have to give a cat medicine in pill form, get the pill pockets. Every cat we've tried to give them to just loves those things, and it makes giving medicine so much easier. Yeah, they're fairly small. I mean, maybe the size of an aspirin. Something like that. Percy.
Hey, I'm back.
Not sure how much exploring they really have left to do when they're out for most of the day. Yeah, all the pills we've ever had to give our cats have been fairly small. I mean, I guess you can always break them up if you had to. But now we've got, at home anyway, another pill to give one of the dogs. The dog has been on thyroid pills for a while, and now he has to take some antibiotics because they said pH level of his urine was high and that there was a little bit of blood in it, like maybe he's got crystals or something forming. So we have to treat him with antibiotics for a week and then take him back. Who's crying? Hank? It's the only one I don't see. Oh, Wilson then.
Our elderly cat gets to have her dental
Yeah,
cleaning on Friday.
the oldest cat has a dental cleaning, and they told me when they called today they'll probably have to pull a tooth. Hey, Fern. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. You can do introductions if you've not figured out who everyone is.
A whole lot of tabbies. Tabbies and black cats.
Big tabbies. Big tabbies that need to be adopted.
There is the only non-tabby or black cat.
Well, we'll start with this one since he's right there. This is Percy. He's the light gray. That one is Zelda.
She's the only girl left. That's Kitten. Only girl kitten left.
That one running away is Wilson. He's the wiry Bengal-like. This, oh, it's not gonna let me zoom, is it? There we go. That's Clara. And that's Doc. Come here, Doc. Well, kind of hard to do this when they're all running around, but Clara is Doc's mom. Doc is the last of her litter of 5. Zelda's twin, male twin, is Lionel. I'm not sure how best to point the camera at him. That's Lionel. And Percy's coming back again. You probably didn't see Doc very well. He was just a streak when he ran by. But Doc.
He's a month older than the other.
Yeah, he's a little older, a little bigger. And Percy's coming back to bury himself in my lap.
You just see Wilson as a streak.
Yeah, he was running away when I called his names. Yeah, lots of great babies. Here's Wilson. He's got like the spotted Bengal pattern, and he's real lanky. But if you look in the live streams for that are on 24 hours, there's a description of everybody in there, coloring and markings and all that. The one that took us the longest was Lionel and Zelda, because they're both this gray tabby with the white boots. They look pretty similar, but Lionel has started to outgrow Zelda. He's much bigger. And Zelda also has the white knees, whereas Lionel just has the boots. And I think Percy farted on me.
It's over there. It's spooked.
This is their mom, Stella, who is a clone of Lily. Stella is also Lily's mom.
Claire's mom.
She is Claire's mom and Stumpy's mom. I don't know where Stumpy is. There's Stumpy. She's Stumpy for obvious reasons. But yeah, Stella was the neighborhood stray that had kitten after kitten after kitten. Yeah, we normally let them. This is the main room where I work during the day, and they're typically out here for most of the day. You know, I feed them in their room and let them out after that, and then they go back in their room when I eat lunch and come back out for the afternoon. And we let them run around until we leave, and then they go back in the room for the rest of the night, with the exception of Clara, Doc, Stumpy, and Lily, who's not out here anymore. She's hiding somewhere. But yeah, Clara, Doc, Stumpy, they'll all run around in this room. And there's a camera for this room. It's not really as good as the other ones, but you can see them moving around. And she's trapped Hank. It's the only one you haven't seen.
He's gonna run away as fast as he can.
That's Hank. He's very similar to Wilson, except he's got
Classic tabby markings.
more black on his back than Wilson. Wilson is the spider monkey of the litter.
Wilson, what? What are you doing? What you doing?
But Doc is almost 6 months old, which is insane. We said he would be the first to get adopted, and here we are, 6 months later, and he's still here.
Did you ever tape this thing back together?
Tape what, the toy?
Yeah.
No, but I think I put it in there pretty good. You just have to hang on to it, and then don't pull on it really hard when they get a hold of it. 4 out of the 10 kittens have been adopted. Stumpy is a permanent resident. Lily is a permanent resident. Claire remains to be seen. I'm not sure what's going on with Stella yet either. Hey, Lynette. But all the kittens are available for adoption. They're on Pet Finder. We've run Facebook ads. I've got flyers at the vet's offices. Doing everything I know to do to keep them out of a shelter or a cage at PetSmart. Cage at PetSmart is not the worst thing in the world. It's just something I've done my best to avoid.
They'll be more sad there than they are here, so that's why we want to avoid it. But
Yeah, I mean, they've just, ever since they've been here, they've been able to run around and have some freedom. I don't know how well they'll take to a small cage. What about him? Chattering at it?
yeah, you want it, Doc?
Jeez, Wilson. Wilson's doing vertical jumps.
is also chattering.
Well, now they're not going to do it while
They're both doing it.
I'm talking about the huge jump.
Nope. No concern for your bodily safety.
We understand, Fern. Clara's brother, we took him home with the intention of trying to find him a home, and that never happened. We have 2 fosters from last year that we were going to find him. Well, we had found a home, but they ended up coming back because of an allergy problem. We took them home with every intention of finding a new home for them. They stuck around. We had 1 before that showed up to our house, and 4 more prior to that. So I have 8 at my house right now, and 2 dogs.
Can't let you guys catch it or you'll break it.
Break your finger. But unfortunately, as much as I want to keep these guys around, it's just not possible anymore. We are overloaded. And unfortunately, I can't keep this many in my office indefinitely. That won't work either. I would love to be back at, and nothing against these guys, but it would be nice to be back at Lily and Stumpy. A nice calm 2 cats. Not yet, Connie. We're gonna wait a little bit. The adoption event that the lady at the rescue told me about is November 10th through 12th, which is fast approaching. October is almost over.
It's 2 months till Christmas.
Yeah. This year is almost over, which is equally crazy to me. But time has flown by with all of this just because we stay so busy with it. Well, thank you, Fern. We need it. I still got a few more vets' offices that I've got to put flyers out that I haven't hit yet. I think I hit 8 of them late last week. I don't even remember what day that was. Was it late last week that I did it? I think it was.
Friday.
Yeah. 8 here in Montgomery with a handful more to go. In the surrounding towns and all that, I would like to get out and put some there too.
No, we need to ride on Fort Clara.
They go nuts for this thing. Connie, you missed it yesterday when Wilson grabbed a hold of it.
He was just dedicated.
When he grabs it, he doesn't let go. We had to get one of the little kicker toys. Typically what we do is just shake the kicker toy around, the little furry part of it, and they'll grab a hold of that. Well, I didn't have it in my hand, and it wasn't out here in the main room when Wilson grabbed it yesterday. And being the dummy that I am, I reached my hand down to try to separate him from it, and he mistook my finger for the feather toy and latched on. Was not pleasant. I really think he felt bad about it because he stopped really caring about the toy after that, and he went and kind of pouted back there in the corner where Stella is. I mean, I didn't yell at him or scold him or anything. I just yelled when he bit me.
He said, ow. It's involuntary.
I hope he did. It hurt. He got me pretty good. They're doing the little chattering thing that they do to birds. Hey, Holly. Yeah, they can get some vertical clearance. Wilson especially.
Oh, Wilson. Almost had it.
Hey, did you notice we almost started on time today? That nearly never happens.
Go ahead and early start.
Oh, I missed Percy when I was trying to get in close on Hank or Wilson.
I think Wilson has everyone beat in vertical leap. He was playing like hopscotch over dock. Chatterbox.
Yeah, Hank's chattering again. Doc is too. Stumpy was like this when we first got her, with toys with feathers on her. I don't know, Fern. I never really thought much about it until I started passing out flyers at the vet's offices. Well, two things, actually. Two of the vet's offices I dropped a flyer off out at, they said they look like Bengal. And I said, yeah, I guess they kind of do. We didn't really think much of it. We also have Facebook ads running locally with pictures of them and how to get in contact with us and all that. And someone else commented the day that I put the ads out that they look like Bengals. So.
Oh, down she goes.
I do not know what their dad looked like. I know there's a black cat with white boots that runs around outside, and there's a long-haired black cat outside. I've also seen a gray tabby with white boots that looks similar to Doc out there. That's not the one at our house, but I have not seen him in a little while. Sunday, I had to, was it Sunday or Monday I had to come back up here? Jeez, Wilson. Monday I had to come back up. After we left, my motion alert on the cameras went off and there were two dogs chasing something around the parking lot. I never saw what they were chasing, but I feared it was one of the cats, so I had to come back up here, but I never found anything. And something is still eating the cat food out there, so I assume they're okay. Lionel is the most clumsy of all of them, I think.
Yeah.
He just jumps and falls down into a heap. He's got that extra weight to lug around. But he's a really sweet cat, though.
She's not mean about it.
Yeah, Fern, we've already dealt with that, which kind of evolved into us trying to rescue as many of these guys as we could. The cat started multiplying more and more, and uh-oh, don't let him eat that.
How'd you manage that?
I don't know if you're going to get that back on there. They knocked the little jingly bell off of it.
I think it just came off of this whole ring.
Gosh, they are obsessed with that thing. Really depends on the cat. Some of them are definitely more graceful than others. Lionel, not so graceful. But as sweet as he can be. But he hangs out pretty close to me most of the day. And the phone's ringing.
Pliers, I can't get the ring closed. Just popped right back off again.
Hey, Suzanne.
You still like it when it's just the feather?
I think that's the main draw is the feather. And this is Hank. You probably didn't see very much of him up close when he was being held because he didn't want to be still. Well, we're at a disadvantage in that we're not here overnight. These guys might be. I know Percy would be. And when Lionel jumped in the chair, he would be. But since we don't sleep here or stretch out on the couch very much or anything like that, I'm not sure how they'll be when they get in their forever homes, but they'll be sweet regardless, but I don't know if they'll be cuddlers or not. But I'm willing to bet money he will be.
And Percy.
Yeah. 'Cause if I sit on the floor, Percy gets in my lap. If I'm at my desk, this one is in my lap. Clara even jumped on my lap today. She had not done for a while. I don't know if it was jealousy or what, but she hung out for a little bit. Doc used to jump in our laps when his brothers and sisters were here. I fell asleep on the couch in the spare room one day, and they all curled up on me while I was sleeping.
Are you stuck on repeat?
But just for the sake of a wrap up, Hank Wilson, wiry, crazy one. Doc. Percy is pretty distinguishable. Most people remember Percy. Clara. Lionel the gentle giant. And his twin sister Zelda. Stumpy is on a desk right now. You probably won't be able to see her. Oh, there she is. That's Stumpy. Midnight Black. And Stella is back there somewhere.
Lily was in the desk.
I haven't seen her. Stella's hiding still. There's Stella. And Percy. He wants to be the center of attention all the time. But if you've seen Stella, you've seen Lily. The only difference between Stella and Lily is that Lily's white patch on her chest is a little bigger and more prominent than Stella's. We're sure hoping for that, Connie, because, as I said, November is fast approaching.
Jumped at it and, like, hit the corner of the desk with his body. Silly bud.
Here's Wilson. He started to wind down a little bit now. Well, or not. I think he's getting tired, though.
Oh. Almost got it twice. He says, oh, I can taste it now. They like it on the floor, but can't get it away fast enough. Just to have the advantage in the air. You are so clumsy.
He's got a lot more weight he has to carry around. I guess we'll wrap for today, though. We're getting close to 40 minutes, 36, something like that. As Hank, or as Wilson jumps into the dry erase board with a thud.
Did you hurt yourself? You were so silly.
I don't know why the phone keeps ringing.
What charter?
I don't know. And thank you, Larry, and Connie, and Holly, and Fern, and Suzanne. Is that everybody? Lynette. Always try to scroll back and make sure I don't leave anybody out. But I think that's everybody. And if I forgot you, I'm sorry. I'll remember you as I drive home and feel like a jerk for not saying thanks. But tomorrow will probably be later. In all likelihood, it will be later. So we won't be doing it at 5:30. Probably 8-ish at the latest, but hopefully between 7:30 and 8. So until then, we will see you guys tomorrow.